It's me, Liz, from Liz Weeks Does FlossTube. It is Saturday, February 19th. It is 8:18 in the morning. I've got my little girl watching TV downstairs. She'll be up, I'm sure, to help. She's watching Rocky and Bullwinkle. We saw that it's on Amazon Prime now, and so she likes it. So I worked on almost every single project this week. I tried to get stuff done on stuff I hadn't touched in a long time. So I did a lot. And also I've been using the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch digital planner. It's nice. You use GoodNotes to edit it, and then if you have it, like I have it on my iPad, I would unplug it, but it's charging. So I have it on my iPad, but I also have it on my phone, and it syncs to the cloud. So if I like write in it on my phone, it syncs so I can see it on my tablet too. So that's really nice. One thing I need to add to it is my floss list that I have, like my stash. So when I'm shopping, if I don't have my Fire tablet that is what I use Pattern Keeper on, which I also have the Thread Stash app, that's where I have my floss list. But since I don't always have that with me, sometimes when I'm trying to, like I'm looking on a PDF of a pattern and I'm looking for the colors, I don't know what I've got at home. So I end up buying stuff that I already have at home. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna add my floss list to this too. There's a inventory tab so you can put your floss list. So I'm gonna do that. So I touched, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 projects this week. And I got a bunch of haul, some from thrift stores, and some from online. So we'll start with the whips. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. Oh, and I got this shirt. It's a Valentine's shirt that says "Shot Through the Heart," and I'm gonna use my Cricut and put "And You Are to Blame" because, you know, Bon Jovi. I got my hair cut yesterday, so she didn't cut it as short as I wanted, but it's okay. At least it's out of my face. I was to the point where I could see my hair and it drives me crazy. So, let's get started. I'm gonna try to go in oldest whips to newest. So let's start with my absolute oldest whip. I finally got to scroll on my scroll rods. So I got to work on my oldest whip. So we're gonna do the second oldest first because I had to finish, really I guess I didn't have to. So I have, is this gray? Hold on. Okay, so these are my first two counted cross stitch. Sorry, this needle stuck to me. Okay. These are my first two counted cross stitch patterns. My absolute first cross stitch was a stamped kit, which, ooh, I haven't touched that. I'll have to work on that today. But I got them, and this is what really kicked me off. I started working on these and I liked them so much I dove headfirst into cross stitch. So my oldest, here's where they were before. The oldest is Big Trouble in Little China. Here's where it was last time. And then my second oldest, the one I started right after that, is The Fifth Element. And here's where it was last time. Now, they are from PixelmanStrikesBack, and he has a, or they have, Pixelman, I imagine that means it's a guy. He has a bunch of any pop culture thing, like movies, music artists. He has a pixelated pattern. So these are his patterns. So here's Big Trouble in Little China. This is where I got to. And then Fifth Element. So they're both long and skinny. So I was able to fit them both on one piece of fabric. Now this is 14 count Aida. It's not giving me much leeway for framing. So I don't know if they'll get framed. I bought 2 thrift store frames that they should fit in. But, so they're long and skinny. And I really kind of want to redo them on 18 count. But since they are my first projects, I actually kind of want to keep them the way they are. So, hold on. Where's my handy dandy thing so it doesn't, the light doesn't go through it. Okay. So on this one, before I scrolled, I went ahead and did the back stitching around the words. That was all that I needed to do so I could move it. But really, I didn't have to wait on that. I'm not covering it up. So he still needs his arm finished, and then there's one character here. So once I got those words outlined, I scrolled so I could get Big Trouble in Little China, and I got this guy. All this is new, and then Jack Burton is next to him. So. And then I'll put the quote after I get those guys done. I think it says, what's it say? You know what Jack Burton always says, or something like that. I don't know. So I was really excited to get this one worked on, because I didn't leave myself, like there wasn't enough room to do the next person. And then there's, I think, one more Chinese letter there too. So that's pretty exciting. Oldest whip and second oldest whip. And they both got some work. So this one didn't get any stitching to count. All I did was back stitch. Okay, so that's Big Trouble in Little China. Let's see. So that I did the last week, the day that I filmed. The 13th, I did 261 stitches, and that's just that guy's shirt and his hair. And then Fifth Element, like I said, I didn't do any actual stitches, it was just back stitching. The next is Schitts Creek. Now this one, I took it to work with me. Oh, I didn't write down how many stitches I did. That's annoying. I took it to work with me. Oh, that'll be easy enough to check. Forget it. And usually I stitch on my break a little bit, because I only get a 15-minute break, and then I stitch on it at lunch. And then when I get off work, I park and stitch for a little while before I pick up my little girl. Well, that day I went and did, must have been Thursday. I went to the thrift store and did some shopping before I went to pick up my little girl. So I didn't stitch on it after work. So I didn't get much. But I got to start working on the people. So David, I'm just doing the black, because this is all the black in his outfit, his hair and his outfit. And then I started Moira's dress. So Alexis is in the middle, and then the dad is over here. So not a whole bunch, but at least I picked it up. So that's that one. Oh, this is where it was before. Sorry, I forgot to. So that's where it was before, and then that's where I got to. Basically before I had finished all of the motel. Ooh, that's some more haul. And then Chinese Zodiac, I didn't work on that. This one I worked on yesterday. The Oh Hell No. And this one is just black and red. So I'm doing all the black first, and then I'm gonna go back and do the red. So I worked on this off and on all day yesterday, and I did 433 stitches. So again, I didn't stitch after work because I went and got my hair cut. But, so I did 433 stitches. So here's where it was before. And then here's where I got to. I finished the bottom one. So I just have one more. And I did the math yesterday, and I think it might still be on my calculator here. There's 887 stitches in each of these. So I think I had this part done, like this whole leaf, part of this, and then part of the skull. So I finished the skull, and then the rest of this. So there'll be red roses in the sides, and then like littler ones, and then their eyes are red, and then in the middle it says, "Oh hell no." So that's pretty cool. Really excited. So it's probably just another day or two of work to get the black all done. And then the red, there's not nearly as much, so it should go a lot faster. But obviously I'm saving the words for last. So that was yesterday. Tattoo, I didn't work on that one. The giant Harry Potter. I filled in more of the banner, the background. Almost done. I'm gonna work on that probably today or tomorrow. I can take that with me easy enough. I think we're gonna go to the in-laws probably tomorrow, and this is easy enough to take with me. I can just bring the background color, and I don't have to look at the chart or anything. So here's where it was before, and it's not much. 143 stitches is all I did. But hold on. There we go. So I finished filling this one in. It was like the point down here, I think, and I started filling in this one. So almost done. Not a lot, but at least it was something. I wanted to get some of it done. And then I know I've told you guys that I made that needle minder. I got the button press, the memory, We Are Memory Keepers. Memory Keepers, I think. The button press, and I got a piece of Harry Potter fabric, and I cut it out and made my own needle minder that's buckbeak. And then next, oldest is the Cardinal Points. I did a lot on this one. I love this one. Love it. I did 398 stitches. So that's a lot. And it really, since it's just little bits here and there, it doesn't seem like you really did 400 stitches, but you did. So here's where it was before. And here's where I got to. So, last time I had the light green of the vine. So I did the dark green stems off of the vine, and then the weird green, I think it's called spinach, of the outline of the leaves. And I got my W, because the first cardinal is right here. So, that's that. It doesn't look like 400 stitches, but I guess if you figure that's all those stems and those outlines. So that one was fun too. And then I made that needle minder too. I printed out the picture of the pattern small and then cut it out and made a pin out of it with the button maker. And then Where There Are Bees, it's a Prairie Schooler. This one I did a whole bunch. So it's a paper pattern that I scanned in to my computer, but it's really, I think I already put it away. It's long, so you can't scan it, and it's all printed as one thing. It's not like broken and apart, so you have to like kind of put it on the scanner. You get half of it and then move it and get the other half. So I'm doing like a page finish, but I finished all here's where it was before. And here's where I got to. There we go. I finished all of this. I've been calling it gray, but it's really kind of a dark mossy green, like a dark khaki maybe. So I finished all of that, and I started throwing in some of the color. I did the thistle, and I gave the queen bee a little spot on her back. So that was, oh, maybe I showed you this one last time. 639 stitches. Maybe I showed you this last time, because it says the 12th, which would have been the day before I filmed. I don't know, whatever. Maybe you already saw this. But, so that's that. 639 stitches. So that's where the next little things are. There's a teacup and a bird. So there's that. Okay. And then Halloween Quaker, I don't think I even did enough to make it worth writing down. I did a tiny bit. I mean, I didn't even write, like I said, I didn't even write it down. I think I made did like 40 stitches. So here's where it was last time. And then here's where it is now. I did a little bit of this flower. That's it. That's all. But I did work on it a little bit. And these last three were on the light oatmeal color 18 count 8 that I got from Amazon. And then this one is from dubstitch.com, all one word, on Etsy, and it's Fabric Flare. And this one's Twilight with silver sparkles. So that's that one. Oh, and I made the needle minder for this one too. It's the witch from the middle of the pattern. I thought it would be cool to have matching needle minders for all of these. The geisha, I did a whole bunch. I did 600 stitches even. But I was not going to stop until I finished this freaking butterfly. Okay, so here's where it was before. And then here is where I got to. Look at that color. So this pattern has so many colors. I'd say there's like 20 colors maybe. 11 colors are in this butterfly. So I just had to do something that wasn't black. So obviously where it was last time was just black. And then I made this needle minder. It's a cherry blossom. And then after that, ABC, I didn't work on that one. Death Quaker, I didn't work on that one. Good Tidings. This one, I got a bunch done on this one too. Let's see. 329 stitches. This one is, Good Tidings is the drawn thread. And I got the kit with the silks. But it came with brown linen and all the silks that you needed. I didn't use the linen because I'm not quite ready for linen, and I'm happy with 18 count Ada. But this is fabric that I dyed, and I was going to use it for that Harry Potter Stitch Your Own Adventure.
Was this hand stuff from Walmart?
Sorry, my mom asked me a question. So what was I saying? Oh, so this is fabric that I dyed myself, and I dyed it for the Harry Potter Stitch Your Own Adventure. But I wanted it to look like old parchment, and it ended up way too dark. So I had it put off to the side. I'm like, I'll find something to use it for. Well, this worked out perfect because this darker color is the color of the brown linen they sent. But this is where I got to. So here's where it was before. And then here's where I got to. So I did a whole bunch more of the branch. I finished the bird. There'll be a star bead on its hat and then a bead for an eye. This is the beginning of the M for Merry, because it says Merry Christmas. And I got the specialty stitches in for the pine needles. Oh, there you go. And the snowflakes are smearing acrosses. So that's pretty cool. So I worked on that a whole bunch. And it's, like I said, it's so nice to work with these silks, but these are just parked. Because I know I don't want to cut any of the silk, because they literally just give you what you need. I thought I would get the whole thing of silk. That's why I got the kit, but whatever. That's my mistake, not theirs. So you definitely kind of, it would be better if you had a shorter needle, and I just don't have any of those petite needles, but that's fine. I'm not going to buy petite needles just for this. But after I finish it, I'm probably going to stitch it again, just with, I'll probably order some more of the silks, because I know what colors it uses, and I'm probably going to stitch it again for myself. Like this one, I think I'll give to my mom, because it's a really easy stitch, and it's pretty. And then after Good Tidings, so here's my crazy project where it's 2 projects on 1 scroll frame. So the first one is Maggie's ABCs, is what I called it. It's Stitchrovia. I think they just call it colorful ABCs or bright ABCs. I did 158 stitches. I did the B and the light blue. So here's where it was before, and here's where I got to. So like I said, I finished the light blue in the background of the A, and then I started the B. And I'm just going to do each letter as I go. So that's pretty nice. 158 stitches. And then Santa Quill, I didn't do much. It was 61 stitches. And this is just white 18 count that just, it was like a cut off of a side of another piece, and it just happened to be wide enough. So here's Santa Quill. Here's where it was before. And here's where I got to. I extended the black a little bit. And this is from that dovestitch.com on Etsy. And this one, man, I meant to look it up. Smoky blue. So I thought it was going to be a little bit darker, but it's okay. It still looks like winter. So, and it's sparkly too. I think I got this one was opalescent. Opal sparkles, yeah. And then that Halloween Quaker one is silver sparkles. So that's that one. And that's it. That's all I've worked on this week. So that's 12 projects. And I started to grid up the fabric for the Tiny Modernist Christmas stitch along from last year. I started gridding up the fabric, but we went out to dinner and I put it down and didn't finish. But that leads us into haul. So that one is a mix of DMC and Gentle Arts, I think. Sorry about that. So I was gridding up the fabric for the Christmas stitch along from Tiny Modernist. And then we went to dinner, so I put it down and I didn't go back to gridding. But my haul I got from the Etsy store, the Cottage Needle. I got my classic colorworks that I need for the Halloween Quaker, because I read thing wrong and I needed twice as much as I thought. So I went ahead and ordered those guys. Classic Colorworks, black coffee, hold on, where's, okay, there's Blackbird. I think that's it. Okay, so there's the ones I needed for Halloween Quaker. So I hopefully won't run out. So this Christmas one is a mix between DMC and Gentle Arts threads. So I got all the Gentle Arts that I needed. Rose Garden. There's a couple other ones. That's for something else. Shoot, I don't remember which one's for which. I know Rose Garden is for the Santa. Maybe Moss? Yeah. So these, Moss and Rose Garden, are for the for the Santa paper shirts. Christmas Eve Santa by Cottage Garden Samplings. Come on. So it's this guy. So I got Rose Garden, and they didn't have the green that it was called for, so I got Moss because I thought that was a pretty green. And it's just for around the poinsettia. So that's for that. Oh, and the front of his coat, I guess. So that's that. And then these guys are all for that Christmas thing. Here comes Maggie.
I got your pencil.
Oh, thank you.
That was downstairs on the downstairs floor.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
She brought me my pen. Okay, so these are the Gentle Arts that we need for that. And then I also ordered a bunch of DMC from Joann Fabrics that I needed for it. I have some, and then I needed some, and then there's also some in here that's for some other project probably too. So that's that. So I will be ready to go for that. So that's all those. And then I also, man, it is in there. I also got the chart from Hands-On Design, a waffle lot. So that's pretty cool. Wow. That's nice. That'll be nice and easy to scan. So you get the front, then there's a strip that goes around the outside, and then that's the back. Because okay, here we go. So this is the front, and this is the back. And then there's like a strip that you do for the outside, so you can make it into flat pin cushion. And then it's just DMC. So, and it was so nice. Oh, look, wow. She even sent me a needle. That's pretty cool. Call the Mama Bowens, size 26. They, as well as Baby 28 and Papa 24, are available in the Gifts, Tools, and Notions section of the shop. Wow. That's pretty cool. I wasn't expecting to get a needle too. Now I gotta remember not to throw that away. So it was pretty cool. So I had made 2 separate orders. Like I made an order for the Classic Colorworks for the Halloween Quaker, and then a couple days later I realized that I was going to need a bunch of the Gentle Arts for that Christmas thing. So I ordered those, or had those in my basket, and then I was like, I saw that, well, I think maybe she had given me a coupon. Yeah, I think she gave me a coupon for this one, like a 10% off or something. So I'm like, well, 10% off. So it ended up being 2 separate orders. And she was out of the shop, or she wasn't at work until like the 9th. And I had made that order on like the 4th. And I was going to message her to say, just go ahead and send them together. But I'm like, it's fine. I don't want her, she's probably backed up when she gets back. She sent them together. So, and refunded me the shipping for one of them. So that was super nice. And she really didn't have to do that. I mean, I would have paid for the shipping for both, but it's whatever. So the mailman, it was a fiasco though, because it should have been here the one day, and then it didn't go out for delivery that day. Like, it was, I don't know why it didn't. And then the next day it was out for delivery, and we got our mail and I didn't get that. So I'm like, oh, that's fine. He must have found it on his truck after his shift was over or whatever. It'll be here tomorrow. Well, the next day comes and I still didn't get it. And I'm like, and it just said on the tracking, it said awaiting delivery scan. And I'm like, man, he better not have lost my package. So I told my friend at work, I'm like, man, if he doesn't deliver it today, this was yesterday, if he doesn't deliver it today, I'm gonna have to contact the post office, because that was like an expense between the 2 orders. That was expensive. But I got home and it was here, so yay. So that's all the cottage needle. And then I got whatever colors I needed. The DMC was on sale at Joann's, so I was going to kit up like a whole thing, but it was like 30 colors, and I didn't want to do 30 colors because that would be like $16, even if there was half price. One more in there. So I got colors that I needed for something, and now I don't remember what it was. Oh, I know what it was. It was the Sugar Plum Dreams. It was a freebie from Lindy Stitches, I think. Sugar Plum Dreams. Yeah, Lindy Stitches. So, okay, I have it locked. So that's Sugar Plum Dreams. It's a Clydesdale, and there's cats. And I'm not gonna do the cats, but I'm gonna do the Clydesdale because I love Clydesdales. So I got the DMC I needed for it, and I'm going to order. Whoop, I screwed that up. What did I just do? I didn't mean to do that. Sugar Plum Dreams. Bordeaux, Boysenberry. Okay, I have those in my cart. I'm gonna order those next time. It does need Weeks Dye Works, which I know there's people that boycott Weeks Dye Works. I don't know. The whole thing is crazy to me. But everyone has their opinions. Even if those opinions seem crazy to other people, it doesn't seem crazy to them, so they're okay. So there's some colors for that in here. There's a couple colors for something else in here. I don't know what all I got. I'll have to go through my little list and see why I bought these. I don't remember. And then I also got my Goose bag, project bag, and it is really cool. These bees, and then the back is like honeycomb. Really nice, really well made. She uses much thicker vinyl than I use, and then she uses a real nice thick like interfacing. I was planning, like when I got it, I was planning on finding rickrack and dividing the pocket like I did on mine, but I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Just use rickrack so it wouldn't rip through the vinyl, basically. But I think I'm just gonna use it the way it is. But really pretty. I've been wanting this one for a long time. It did take a little while to ship, but once she shipped it, I got it pretty quick. And then this, I was a little annoyed. Okay, so I ordered this chart from Etsy. It's a paper chart. Basically, it's called 12 nesting boxes, I think. And it's got 12 birdhouses, and each one's a month. So they're like seasonal. Really cool. Nowhere on the listing did it say it was a jardin privé. So it was coming from France. So, oh my God, it took like 3 weeks. But nowhere on the listing, and I looked again, nowhere on the listing did it say it was a jardin privé. And this chart is huge. I mean, this is like 3 or 4 pages. And to scan it, and then it wouldn't work in Pattern Keeper because I'd scanned it. And I paid, like, I don't know, $12 to get it, and it's Jardin Privé. And I'd have to scan it. I ended up buying it again from Jardin Privé so I could have a PDF. So I paid for this pattern twice. Oh, that's where part of this has like 30 colors. No. Which one is it that has like 30 colors? It's not this one. So some of these are for this. But see, it's got this big, long list of DMC colors. So it's just like, I wish it would have said that it was just Jardin Privé. Then I wouldn't have bought a paper pattern. I would have gone to their website and got it in a PDF in the first place. So basically I paid for this pattern twice. It is very pretty though, and I really do want to do it because like January, it's like a cardinal with a hat on. And then this one's lovebirds. This one's like a leprechaun hat. I mean, it's just really cute. So I'll probably just, I don't know, throw this up in my Etsy or my eBay store or something. And then I think that's all the store-bought haul. Yeah. Sorry, I got my hair cut and my ears are still itchy from like hair. Like, I could not like go to sleep last night. I had to take a shower. So at the thrift store, I was super excited, and I mean, I looked and looked and looked and looked, but they had a couple brand new rolls of Charles Craft Aida, and they had one roll that was white, 18 count. They had quite a few 14 counts, and I don't know if anyone else does this, but when I'm at a thrift store and I see something that should be with something else in the store, I will move it to where the other stuff is. So there's like a whole aisle, and there was like separated out throughout the aisle, there were rolls of Aida. So I put them all together on one end. So if someone else like me wants Aida, they'll be able to just grab up all those rolls. I don't know, it's silly. Or if I see like a teacup that matches a plate, I'll go and I'll take that and I'll be like, well, that goes with that. I don't know, it's just silly. Because if someone wants the teacup, they might want the plate too. I don't know. So I got 18 count white, and there was another one that was 18 count white. And while I was waiting in line for these ridiculous girls to get checked out, these teenagers, I realized that it wasn't even a roll. It was like a strip. Like, I wasn't gonna pay $2 for like a little strip of fabric that was probably this long or this wide. So I went and put that one back. But I got this one, and then this one is Charles Craft. This one's 16 count, but it's brown, and I'm like, I really like 18 count, but I might need brown for something. So I went ahead and got that too. And I looked, and it is a full thing. So I made sure I checked, since that other one was like just a little piece of a fabric. But so I was pretty excited to find some Ada, and then I wandered them back and forth trying to see if they donated floss too, but they didn't. I didn't see any. And then at a different store, I got this guy. It's a Mcgill Craftivity hole punch that is the tall ticket. So it's 1.5 by 2 5/8. So this is how big it is. I figured that'll be perfect for making floss drops. And then I have a hole punch to punch the hole where the floss goes through. So I'm like, $2. These things are like 20 bucks. So I was pretty excited to find that. So that's that. Oop, this needs to go somewhere. I think that goes to, let's see, what else? I think that might be it. Yep. I did get the foam for my floor pillow that I made, so I'm just gonna undo the side, pull out this, well, I have to take the buttons off, pull out this side, the stuffing, and put this foam in, and then put the stuffing around the outside of it, because it's already super flat just from a few weeks. So I got the foam cube, or foam square. Other than that, what else did I buy? I did buy a pattern. I got, oh, I didn't realize I was covering the camera. I bought, oh, I got Invader Zim. I got Gurr singing the Doom song, and it's got cupcakes around the outside. I got that because I was like, that's just too cute. And then dovestitch.com on Etsy gave me a coupon because I've ordered from them twice, so they sent me another coupon, and I got the other piece of the Twilight with Sparkle. This one. There was one more piece, and it's huge. Like, I still have some left, and this is a big project. But I went ahead and got that other piece because I really do like this, and I know that there's other things I'll use it for. So I went ahead and got that other piece. It's already been shipped. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. I got an SVG file that's Hufflepuff. And then I had a yellow t-shirt that I got, and I got black iron on vinyl, so I'm gonna put that on there. You can get all the different houses too, like this person, whoops, this person has all of them. They've got a bunch of Hogwarts stuff. I've been listening to the audiobooks, and I ran out of time on the last book, the last one, book 7. I was listening to the audiobook, and I didn't listen to it enough, and then it got returned because I was borrowing it from Libby. It got returned, and now I have to wait in line to get it again so I can finish it. But oh well. So that's it. I will see you guys next week. This is going to be a long video, I can tell, because it's 27 minutes, and that's after I cut, so this is a long video. I'll transfer it over to my iPad once I get it edited and get it uploaded. I'll probably go to Walmart to get it uploaded so it'll go faster. But I will see you guys next time. Keep stitching and keep an eye on my channel. I try to upload every week because I really do like doing this, even if no one watches. I tried adjusting some settings last time and it didn't come up. I still, I hate this algorithm, but that's my craziness. I will see you guys later. Bye.